Don't buy an Our Place juicer before watching this, because there's no way in hell they should be charging $215 for this thing for one reason nobody is talking about. In this Our Place juicer review, you'll learn everything you need to know about this machine in the next 8 minutes. That way you can decide if it's worth spending the $215 at Costco. Let's unbox this thing in 3, 2, 1. The Our Place juicer comes with a hopper, a juicing chamber, auger, motor base, and 2 pulp containers with a cleaning brush. Right off the rip, I'm concerned because I've seen this exact same design from cheap juicers on Amazon. The augers are exactly the same, the hoppers are exactly the same. Some people like to compare this juicer to the Nama J2, which costs $600. They think that it could be similar and they might be able to save a buck. But here's what they're not telling you. The J2 hopper is bigger than the Our Place one, so it can fit more fruits and vegetables. The Our Place juicer has the juicing screen attached to the hopper while the J2 doesn't, and side by side we can see the holes are smaller on the J2's juicing screen than the Our Place juicer. These two design changes might make an absolute difference in your decision to buy the machine. By the way, if you're deciding to get the Our Place juicer, I'll leave a link in the description updated with the best discount on the internet for you. Now, one of the top things I look for in a juicer is easy assembly. If it's too complex or has too many parts, you're probably not going to get good use out of it and it'll just take up space in your cabinet. From start to finish, I was able to put the Our Place juicer together in just 15 seconds. For the most part, it's simple and fast, but there's one thing that's going to give you headaches in the beginning. The lid has to be open before you twist the hopper on. Otherwise, it won't lock in place and the machine won't start. Not a deal breaker, but just a weird quirk you need to be aware of. None of that really matters if the performance kind of sucks. So we're gonna test that out by making some juice with this thing and seeing how it does. After looking into the design, I'm pretty skeptical of this machine and I've got a few questions like how dry is the pulp? Will we get a super thick juice? And is the juice consistency decent? To find out, we'll stick to this one simple recipe from my juicing ebook, link in the description if you want to check that out. The ingredients are apple, spinach, celery, lemon, and cucumber. I loaded up the hopper with all the ingredients. I even put a whole apple in there to see if it could handle it, then flipped the switch. My first impression was, damn, this thing is pretty loud, almost as loud, if not just as loud as a blender. It made light work of the ingredients on the bottom, but it struggled with the whole apple on the top. The blade just kept spinning in place, which opened my eyes to the first major flaw with this machine. I had to manually intervene and add sliced apples to see if we could get it going. Juice started to pour out again. The ingredients kept going round and around and it felt like it was taking forever. When I finished, I saw unprocessed apple slices in the machine. Apart from that, the juice quality seemed pretty decent. As far as the juice yield and the pulp, I was sort of shocked and I'll show you why. But before I show you, I do think there's one reason this juicer could be worth the investment for $215. If you're watching this, it's either because you're on a budget or you're hesitant to spend a lot of money on your first juicer, or maybe you just casually saw this in Costco. The Our Place juicer is around $170 there. That seems like a steal compared to $250 on the Our Place website. The truth is that's pretty cheap when you consider there are juicers that sell for $700 out there. And one thing's for sure, this is probably the most beautiful looking machine that you can get for under $200. But the more I use this thing, the more unhappy I grew with it. And the more I realized I wasn't really saving money, I was wasting it. And I'm about to show you why. Here's the first problem with this machine. See the motor? It's 250 watts. That means it's supposed to be pretty strong. But the truth is, you still have to cut up your fruits and vegetables into tiny bite-sized pieces. If you don't, the machine can get clogged pretty easily. It has a hopper and the whole point of it is to be hands-free. But it's far from that. Pulp gets stuck around the sides and you have to fix it every 30 seconds. I thought that maybe it was just my juicer until I found reviews complaining about the same thing. Look at all that pulp that got stuck in that person's juicer. This thing is beautiful, but if you get clogs like this every now and again, you're probably not going to get much use out of it. The second is that you think you're saving money, but you're really not. I wanted to love this thing, but the more I used it, the more I realized how wasteful it is. When I squeezed the pulp, it was dripping wet, and that means you're flushing grocery money down the toilet. And a good portion of the fruits and vegetables get stuck inside the machine when you take it apart. So you're gonna get a low juice yield. And that's not even the worst part. Our Place is amazing when it comes to making cheap stuff look beautiful. I've seen so many complaints about their pots and pans not holding up. And I honestly think the business model is to import cheap stuff from China and make it look pretty. The reality here is I found the same exact juicer without the Our Place logo for $86. And I found virtually no difference between the two apart from some small tweaks. It's a beautiful looking juicer, but I sure as heck wouldn't get it again. Instead, watch this video so you can put that $179 towards a better machine.